Okay. You got started. So, hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in, guys. And yes, I am back. I wanted to let you know I came back so I could talk to you guys about this journey that I'm on, going to good health. A lot has happened, and I just want to explain to everyone and let them know I will be coming back. I was on a journey of healing and getting myself together, and I just thank God that I made it through all the situations I was going through. So I decided I would come live and let everybody know and let everybody see me because I am doing so much better now. I had a lot going on, so I had to take a little step back from from social media so that I could get myself together and take better care of myself. It has been, yes, it has been a long journey, but I thank God for the journey and I thank God for the fact that He allowed me to go through the journey so that I can share this journey with someone else. So, guys, as you know, in one of the videos I did, the last video I did, which was probably about a month ago, I was talking about some of the things I was talking about that I had to have surgery again. So that's the reason why I'm trying to come back and let everybody know. Yes, I am in the process of getting over some of the things I've been going through. Just letting you know, guys, that the I had a second melanoma. I went to the hospital and I wasn't feeling very well. But when I went to the hospital, I made sure to when I go, they always check me out thoroughly. So when they went in, I was having some issues, but I thought the issues that I was going through was related to the first surgery. So that's why, guys, we have to make sure that we are being an advocate for ourselves and make sure that we are able to know what is happening. So, guys, when I had the first melanoma, you have the melanoma, but you don't know exactly what to expect after surgery. So the biggest thing for me was when I went in and a lot of the symptoms I was having, I thought they were related to my healing process, but it was not related to the healing process. It was the fact that I had another melanoma that had grown from 2024 to 2026. So it was 2 years out that I had the melanoma. And when I went in, I thought that I was just having some issues, with having the melanoma. You don't know exactly what's going to happen when you have it, the surgery. So the first surgery, when I had the first surgery, I did not know what exactly. Hello, E is God's son. Thank you for coming in. I am doing so much better now, but I was just explaining what I was going through concerning the surgery and some of the things that happened after I had the surgery. So, guys, I will be back to talk to you about um, everything that I went through. So, yes, it's been a journey, and I haven't really been on YouTube because I wanted to get myself together and kind of start. I had to rest. Thank you for coming in. E is God's son. I really appreciate you. So I had to like take some time off to rest, get myself together because this time my surgery was a lot more and a lot more happened to me. So after having that surgery, guys, for the second time, it was a lot going on. So I didn't know when I tried to come back, but I was like, I'm gonna wait till I go through a lot of the stuff I was going through to get better because when you're going through so much, your body, your mental, your and you lose like your mobility the way you used to be able to walk and do things and you can't drive anymore. It's a lot going on. So I just want to come on and explain to everybody I will be coming back. It took me some time to kind of get myself together and get, see exactly what was in front of me because I had a lot going on this time. I didn't have so much going on with the last surgery, but with this surgery, it was a lot harder for me. And I wanted to express to everybody that I thank God that I was talking about the mental health piece and the importance of taking care of your mental health. But guys, when you get in certain situations, you're a little bit nervous about what you're going through. You don't know exactly how it's going to present. So for me, I thought that what I was going through was some of the symptoms and signs from the first surgery. So when I went in, they ran tests, which they have to always run a lot of tests on me because of the first melanoma. So what they did, they ran a lot of tests and they checked me to see how I was doing. And then that's when they realized that there were some issues going on and I was not aware of it. So that's why I'm going to come back and talk to everybody and let them know I'm coming back. And guys, get prepared to be sick of me because I'm going to talk a little more about it because when I had the first surgery, I didn't really talk a lot about it because it was very, very hard for me to even talk and discuss it. Really, it was very hard. But now, guys, I'm feeling better. I've been through a lot, but I thank God I'm back and I'm feeling a lot better. And yes, guys, I did have a second surgery that I'm not sure how long that surgery lasted, but this time it was a little bit harder on me. I'm still learning how to walk. I'm still learning how to be mobile. I'm still learning how to deal with the situation I'm going through. Um, and how do I say it? Deal with it and deal with learning how to do things a little different because this surgery really took a lot out of me. So what I'm trying to do is I had to do is take some time to love on myself and take some time to take care of myself and know the importance of taking care of yourself because sometimes we don't know the importance. That's why I always used to come on and talk about it a lot. I'm so glad I was taking out time to love on myself. I'm glad I was doing a lot of things that I needed to do, to make sure that I was okay. And I did try to come back and do some videos, but it was very hard for me because I felt like I wasn't putting all my heart in it. And that's the important part. I want to always be transparent with you guys. I want to let you know what's going on, how I'm feeling, but I can't talk to you about something if I'm feeling bad. So I'm a very transparent person. I like to talk to you guys, explain it to you, let you know exactly what's going on. And that's why I had to take out that time to do some things for myself. And guys, yes, when you have a sickness, it does come out with your mental health. So it did affect my mental health this time a lot. And also, guys, I wasn't able to get out and do the videos like I used to. I had to really stay focused on me and loving on me and getting to my appointments. Because, guys, this time I had a lot of appointments. I also had radiation this time. So I had radiation. And after I came at the hospital, I did a 2 week stay in the hospital. I had my surgery on the 31st of July. And then I had to go to rehab, and that was about 3 weeks. So I was gone from my house first for 5 weeks. And my surgery, this time I wasn't allowed to come back home. I had to go and have my surgery right away. So they kind of prepped me and everything while I was in hospital for like 2 weeks. And then I had the surgery once again. So, guys, that's what I want to talk to you guys about and let you know you can get through anything, but you got to trust God. And, guys, we are going to have some trying and hard times in what we're going through. Because, guys, I will tell you, I literally lost my mind with this surgery and what I was going through, some things that was happening with my life, because life be lifing. And a lot of people don't like to say, but life is lifing now. There's a lot of things out there that we don't even know about are happening. But people are having things in their personal life. So I had to deal with a lot of things in my personal life as I was going through this healing from the surgery because I didn't have my radiation right away. So I had to try to heal my body and take time to heal. But guys, sometimes you be kicked into a situation where you can't rest. That's what I was going through. Where I didn't have I really didn't have time to like rest and get myself together. So I was going through some personal things as I came off of having my surgery. And when I say personal things, I mean family things like that. And like I tell people all the time, life be life. And we are all going through situations in our life. And I can attest for anybody who is on this YouTube thing, we are all going through something, but we have to like stick together, trust God, because sometimes, guys, it is hard to trust the process. Even though I kept saying that in a lot of my videos, trust the process. Sometimes when it's time to trust the process, you get a little nervous. Your faith is shaken. Your heart is shaking, your mind is shaking because of what you are going through. And you're trying to figure out how are you going to deal with the situation as you go through it. So that was my biggest issue, going through what I'm going through, dealing with some things I had to deal with, dealing with trying to walk all over again, and dealing with the items I have to use to walk. So I can walk a little bit by myself, but most of all, I try to have my cane or even my walker near me. So my life has drastically changed. But my doctors were like, you are a good candidate because of the simple fact that you had you exercise. You were moving around, you were always doing something. I was bike riding, I was walking. And guys, I miss a lot of that, the things that I was doing because of the surgery. And it has taken a lot for me to get back to where I am. But I really thank God for showing me some things and teaching me some things as I went along, because now I have some things, more things to share with everyone to let them know. When you're down and out, you got to still trust God. No matter how it looks, you got to trust God. No matter the situation, you got to continue to trust God, because whether you want to or not, you got to look forward. And that was the hardest thing for me, dealing with my health and being able to walk and not being able to walk. Once again, twice within 2 years, very hard thing. I don't know how I made it some days, but I do know through it all, I was I cried a lot, I talked to God a lot. I was just devastated to find out that it came back, because I had tried to do so much to take care of myself, to take care of my health. You know what I mean? I'm 63 years old. I had a birthday in July, and then this comes. I have to have surgery later. And it was a lot. I was celebrating my birthday. I was just doing a lot of the things that I love to do. But God, and I thank God that He allowed me to go through some of the things I went through, that I could endure, so that I can tell someone else, you can too make it, but you got to stay focused, stay the process, and know that there's a process, and everything that you're going through, it's not aimed toward you. It's a lot of things people don't understand. When you read it in the Word, it says, that some things happen that God may be glorified. It's not always about us. It's about trusting God, trusting the situation, knowing that we're going to be all right when it seems like we're not. And that was the biggest thing for me, trying to stay focused, trying to stay, in front of God, trying to be a better person, trying to deal with this, trying not to cry. But guys, I can tell you, I cried from July, like maybe July, second week in July until January, and I still have days where I'm down. That's why I tell people, make sure you take care of your mental health. Your mental health is very important, very, very important that we take care of our mental health. I had so many things happening at one time, and it was taking a toll on me. But like I say, guys, I thank God that He allowed me to go through this so I can share this with somebody else. So if anybody is out there going through something, I can let them know it's going to be all right. You got to trust God, trust Him through the process. It's not easy sometimes. Sometimes you got to move a little different, and sometimes you may feel alone, but you're not alone. God is there in the midst. When the times you think you are carrying yourself, you're not carrying yourself. God is actually carrying you. When you feel like you gave all your energy, all your time, all your sweat and blood and tears, but it's not you. It's not about you. It's so that you can tell someone else the goodness of God. And I know when I was doing my videos before, I talked a lot about God. I talked a lot about God and trusting God. So, guys, sometimes when you're talking about something, you think you all together with it. But, guys, you got to remember one thing. You're not all there. You don't know it all, and you're trying to learn more. And so that's where it was for me. It was hard. It was rough, but now I can come out and tell someone else, trust God through the situation. Trust God no matter what happens. Continue to trust Him, because He's always got our back. No one gonna have our back like God has our back. And that was the biggest thing in getting together, where I had to be able to walk, and I have a different walk now. And it's a lot to absorb when you are going through. When you're in the fire, it's hard. When you're going through, it's hard. But you got to remember, don't ever give up. Keep continuing to trust God. That's the only thing I wake up to. Some mornings I still get up and I cry, because it's like I have to take a breath, because it's like I got another day. I have another day to thank God. I have another day to know his promises. I have another day to share with someone else about how good God is. I have another day to tell someone it's going to be all right. I have another day to tell someone wipe your tears because God got you. And regardless of all the things I went through while I was going through it, God saw fit to still take care of me. He saw fit to love on me. He saw fit to be there for me. In the midst of my storm, God was there to take care of me. And that's what's the most important part. Continuing to trust God, no matter how it looks. And it gets hard, guys, really hard. And then you think about, oh, I talked to everybody about self care. Thank God I was doing my self care. I talked to a lot of people about exercising and taking care of your body and doing the right thing for your body, eating right. And guys, I was like so devastated when I had to have the second surgery. It took a lot out of me. It took so much for me to get back to where I am now. But I continue to thank God. I continue to trust God. And I have to trust God because he is the one who's there for me most of all. A lot of people don't like to think of it like that, but God is always there, no matter how it looks. And guys, it's going to get hard, and it's going to get even harder some days. But guess what? As long as I know I got someone there for me, I know God's there for me. And guys, I had family there for me and everything, but I just thank God because He did so much for me. In the midst of my storm, He was there. In the midst of anything I went through, God was there and He was taking care of me. But I didn't understand why I had to go through what I had to go through. I didn't understand the situation. I didn't know what was going on. But I thank God and I stayed strong. And it was hard. I tell you guys, I cannot even discuss, and I'm going to be telling you some of the things that I went through. But it was very hard for me, guys, to go through what I went through and to keep trusting God. It's not easy. A lot of people think, oh, it's easy to do this. It's not easy. And a lot of times I was getting very tired. And with the radiation, all I could do was like come home and just relax, eat lunch and relax. And I had the radiation, and it takes a lot out of you. So I know I would feel sorry for someone I would be really, if someone's having chemo, guys, chemo is so much stronger than radiation. So I can understand when someone says they're tired, they got to relax. And I feel so sorry for anyone that's having any type of issues concerning cancer and things of that nature. I just thank God that He saw me through the situation. And I pray for people because there's so many people we hear now that are going through cancer diagnosis, things with cancer and things of that nature. Or if we don't not having it, it's a family member that's having it. I thank God that my melanoma it was benign. So which means I have no cancer or anything like that. But it was when I came back from having my surgery and and they went in because I have to do MRIs on a regular basis. When they went in to do my MRI, they saw that my melanoma was trying to grow back, but I was already like set to have the radiation. So as me being set to have the radiation, I felt better because my doctor was like, my oncologist doctor was like, oh, when I first went in and she had to meet with me and I was nervous and everything, she was like, oh, um, looks like it's growing back already. I was like, huh? And I was so devastated when she told me that. But she was like, your doctor doesn't want to operate again. What he wants you to do is just have your radiation. And guys, if anybody knows anything about chemo and radiation, they're very serious. Anything like that, anytime you're going through something concerning your body, is very important, guys, because a lot of people don't know how important it is. When you talk about your body, you think about things you're going through, you think about diseases, you're thinking about aging, you're thinking about a lot of things, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not. And as we age, things happen to us, and we have to be able to manage those things. And that's the most important thing with my aging part. But the doctor was like, no, she can have the surgery because she's in good health. And I was like, I thank God that I walked. And I thank God that I shared so many things to you guys about, taking care of your health, eating right, eating better. And I have to stick with that too, guys, because I don't eat the best, but I'm trying to eat better now. Because when I was having the radiation, I wanted to make sure that I got something and I was getting quick, fast food. So fast forward, I have to now change my diet again. And guys, y'all know my downfall is a Pepsi. I love Pepsis, and I love boiled peanuts. So those are some of the things I was eating, because as you're taking radiation, it tends to mess your stomach up somehow or tire you out. So I was the person who had to eat, go home, and go straight to bed and relax, because that's what they suggest that you do. You need to really, really rest. So I had a lot going on with that. But guys, I just thank God for anything I may have went through, so that I can talk to someone else and tell them the importance of taking care of yourself. And guys, I will be back. I will be back soon with more videos. But I just want to chime in, guys, and tell you I am getting ready to start my videos again. So I'm not going to stay on. I may come back a little later. But I thank you, God's son, for coming in and listening to me. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Thanks so much.